You said Mike, you said?
Vining. V-I-N-I-N-G.
Yeah, you want me to accept him?
If you don't mind. He's Brandon, Steven, Danny, myself. It's all one big group.
Okay.
Don't forget we're live, guys.
What about that Logan Clampett?
Don't know him.
Okay. Well, you take care of that one, Rudy. Alright.
What do you say, old Jed Clampett?
Oh, from Hollywood and stuff, isn't he?
Alright, finally guys, we're back here at Phoenix for this 150 lapper here. I'd like to thank all you viewers for joining us here in Twitch. We got about coming up on 8 minutes here till qualifying, and we've been watching some of these guys practice around here, and you know what, they're actually turning some great laps. We've got a few of them that aren't, but Ed, just kidding you. But this is what they call the tricky track right here. This is the tricky oval. It's got a weird dog leg in the backstretch, something that you have to take into consideration. It's a hard track to pass on. The front stretch actually is a short front stretch, although they say it's a long front stretch. It's actually kind of short. The back stretch is a lot longer. They reversed, I think this is the track they reversed this track or something years ago. Am I correct on that, Michael?
Oh yeah, what they did is they kind of stretched the track out. They had to in order to get the banking they needed.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is years ago, didn't they reverse the front stretch and the back stretch?
I'm not sure what you mean by reverse that.
Well, the back stretch now used to be the front stretch, and the front stretch used to be the back stretch.
That's right, Rudy, that's correct.
Oh well, yeah, that must have been before my time there, Ed, Rudy. I was around. I wasn't even a NASCAR fan back then.
I'm not completely and totally positive on that. Ed says yes, you know. But I was kind of thinking that's what it was, but I may be thinking about a different track. I don't know.
Well, they remodeled the track. They repaved it, and then they added some to the trioval, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
And they did that in order to get more banking in turn 2 and 3, and a little more. Well, they actually didn't change it 1 and 2. Actually, in 3 and 4. They got a pretty good bank there. I was right there at the last race, and they got a really nice bank there. So when they actually rescan the track and apply it to iRacing, people are really going to love that track now.
Very nice. All right, we've got a new one, Mike Vining out there in the number 19 Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, Spoon, they're doing some hot laps right now and some pit parties, getting ready to go for qualifying here.
Yeah, coming down to the 5-minute mark here, and hopefully we're going to have a very good race here tonight. You know, like I said, this kind of being a tricky track. Turn 1 is very notorious for gathering them up. It's kind of a flat turn. It looks like a lot of banking, but it's really not a lot of banking. And it seems to wad up a lot of people in turn 1. The dog leg, you can pass in the dog leg, but it's a little tricky coming off of that and setting yourself up to turn 3. And if there's a car or truck on the outside of you and it pinches you down, it makes it a little bit rough if you can't use that whole track. Going into turn 3. Turn 3 is you've got to slow it down. That is the entrance to pit road, and if you catch that just right, you can ride that yellow line right there and on the pit road entrance. and you do get a little bit of pull off of that, but if you take it down too far and get it onto that apron, it will make you loose. And we see that time and time again here at Phoenix, where the guys do that and wind up wrecking. Coming out of turn 4, you got to be gentle on the throttle until you get that thing kind of pretty much straightened out and get a good grip. Coming off of turn 4, you can pretty much floor it and go down the front stretch. So these guys out here, I'm going to look here real quick what kind of laps they're turning here. 29.7 on the pole there by in practice by Tommy Blee. We've got a lot of 29.7s.
27.7, Rudy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Thomas Lee from the Old Parts League in the number 33 truck. He's gonna. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be up front tonight. What do you guys think?
Definitely. He may not start out up there, but I think that's where he'll wind up, probably closer to the end of the night.
I'd like to also introduce the MaxSpeedTV team tonight. Donald King in the number 23 and the number 55 Stephen Hollingsworth. We'll all be out there racing tonight along with me, and I hope to one of us make the podium tonight.
Absolutely. We've got to have one of those MaxSpeedTV trucks on the podium tonight. Got to make that a goal. All right.
Okay, Rudy, who's your favorite tonight for this race?
I'm going to have to kind of pull for Sean Butler. Sean Butler is strong each and every week, and we've got a few new guys in there. I don't really know that much about them, but Sean manages to get that thing up there, and if he doesn't win it, he'll finish right there in the top 2 or 3. So I'm going to have to pull for him.
How about you, Roger? Who you going for tonight?
It's kind of a tough call. I haven't gotten to see too many of these guys run too many laps, but I gotta, just with my head, I gotta pick old Steady Eddie. Gotta pick the 24 truck, Thomas Brandner. He's just there every single week, no matter where we go.
I'm gonna go with Travis Townsend tonight. The truck looks stable in the corners. He looks good on the straightaways. That's who I might pick tonight.
That's probably a good pick. Probably a good pick. And you, Michael?
I'm going with me. No. No, if I was going to put some money out there tonight, just because, I see him on the track all the time, and he's one of my favorites. Since Dale Smalley isn't here, I'm going to go with Thomas Lee, I think.
All right, so we've got some takers out here. We've got a lot of different choices that we've made, and let's just see who's got them. When we come down to the end here tonight, see who's going to pull out the win.
Rudy, I gotta just kind of speak for me and Ed here. These guys are just lucky. That's all there is to it. Me and Ed ain't out there racing.
That's right.
They're lucky.
Yeah.
Ed and I'd run away with this thing, battle between ourselves.
Yeah, I'll vouch for that. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
All right, coming down to 30 seconds here till qualifying, folks.
Some people may call it cheating, but does anyone know what the fuel is tonight?
No, I don't.
Sunoco racing fuel?
No, what the
No,
fuel
I
window
wonder
is.
what's the average?
Oh, the window?
Yeah, the fuel window.
52 to 55, I believe.
Oh boy. Well, that's good to know up here in the booth, but I can't remember.
Well, Rudy actually take a third and knows you're on the track.
All right, so looks like they're done practicing now, and we're going to get out the old qualifying list here as they finish up and see where everybody qualifies tonight.
Speaking of qualifying, did anybody happen to read the Fox Sports deal that the deal with DW wrote about wanting to change qualifying for Cup cars?
No, I didn't.
He wants to do it like Formula One does it.
How do they do it?
They run like a 30-minute or a 1-hour practice session, and the top 30 go to the next session, and you run a 30-minute session, and the top 20 go to the next session, and you run a 20-minute session, and then the top 10 go to the next session, and you have a 10-minute section to find the fast 5, and the fast 5 qualify for the pole.
Wow, that'd be a lot of.
Now, I don't think that's exactly how F1 does it, but till he finished breaking it down, I think F1, they run like 3 sessions, and they cut down 10 or 12 cars, whatever it is, each time, and only the cars that make it through the next session actually can run for the pole. But he wanted to break it all the way down to the fast 5 and do only 5 guys. It only takes like an hour and 35 minutes to do the whole thing.
Oh, that's quick.
Well, go to Talladega. This is what he said in his deal. It takes you 3 hours to run qualifying.
Yeah.
Wow. Doing one at a time. It's ridiculous.
Right, exactly. Yep.
All right, Pearson on the pole with a 27.8 so far. Brander in second.
We'll see if he can get that to hold up. I think you're going to see a 10th or 10th and a half quicker here before it's over.
Oh, yeah, if they were running 27.7s in practice, I think we're going to see a 27.7. Yep. Travis Townsend laying down the first 27.7. Tommy Lee hasn't turned a lap yet. I gotta clean the old spectacles so I can see here. Yeah. Kind of makes you wonder how your glasses get so dirty.
Mountain Dew. Do you got a copy out there in the chat room?
So Tommy Lee not going to turn a lap? It really doesn't surprise me because lately I've been seeing him starting in the back, and he's there at the end to win the race.
He's scared.
You know, I was thinking the same thing you were just thinking. I remember seeing him qualify the last 2 or 3 weeks, but he still manages to find his way to the front.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes to race and get up through there, and he manages to pretty much duck all the wrecks and everything, so that, you know, that could be a good strategy by him. Strategy we don't see a lot of the guys out here use. There's a few. You'll see like Steve Hurst use that, and Robert Craze, a few of the guys that try to stay in the back and ride this thing out a little bit. Get some of the laps chewed down. 150 laps, that's a lot of laps here, guys.
You know, I got to say that in a place like this, my strategy sometimes is go ahead and qualify just for the pit selection, and then before it rolls off pit road, just pull in the pits and go to the back just to avoid the first few laps incidents if there's any.
Well, now Tommy Lee did turn in a lap of the 27.794. So he must have heard me.
Yeah.
Crashed when he said he was scared.
Yeah, you heard Crash say he was scared. He's scared.
That's what I do when I'm scared. I stay in the back.
Well, this is a pretty tough track to go out here and run 150 laps on.
We got Jared Aki just connected. It's nice to see him out here finally.
Achy.
Excuse me.
Yeah, like achy, breaky heart, you know. All right, so that does it for qualifying.
Seems good to see our list go stronger and stronger each week I come in here.
There you go, Ed. All right, we're going to go down through.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go down to the track and get my car, and you guys have a good time up here tonight. I'll be checking in with you every chance I get.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, keep the rubber side down.
Yes, sir.
All right, Travis Townsend starting on the pole here with a 27.761. Tommy Lee on the outside in the number 33 in second. In third, the number 88 of Sean Butler. In fourth, the 21 of Stephen Pearson. In fifth, the number 41 of Christopher Perryman. In sixth, the 24 of Thomas Brandner. In seventh, the number 51 of Dustin Lee. In eighth, the number 38 of Jeremy Patterson. In the number 9, the 00 of Robert Craze. In the number 10, the 20 of Kevin Schofield. Roger?
Starting 11th will be the 9 truck of William Kirk. His outside will be the 23 of Donald King. Starting 13th is the 62 of Michael D'Amico. And starting 14th is the 32 of Trevor Edward. 15th will be the 84 truck of Kevin O'Brien. 16th will be Matthew Breckel in the 17. 17th will be the 69 of Jared Akey. And starting 18th will be the number 18 of Mike Ellis as he'll move up with the 31 voiding his spot.
All right, and we've got Michael Norris in the 54 and Stephen Hollingsworth, which did not qualify, which he'll be starting pretty much dead last in the field here. No, take
Mike
that back.
Vining, Stephen Hurst, Danny McCune will all be back there. About 5 guys here that didn't take time that are going to start the race, it looks like, Ed.
Okay. All right, so we'll get back up here to our leader as they're rolling off.
Tricky little place, little slip, little slide, makes you go fast. The wheelman will be at the front tonight, boys.
All right, Travis leading them around. Looks like Travis might be having a little bit of a blinking issue. And if that gets to be too much of an issue, we may have to tell him to pull that into pit and park it for the night. Don't want him out of here like, that would make me awful nervous. All right, Ed, you ready to call this down?
I sure am, Rudy. Pay card ducks in. Green, 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 boys. Let's go racing.
All right, Tommy Lee a little bit strong on that outside. Looks like he may have to settle for second spot. Wiggles it in between Travis and Sean Butler. Now we've got a challenge on the outside of Sean Butler. That is the number 21 of Steve Pearson, I believe. Getting challenged now. Christopher Perryman rolling up on the inside of him. Those two go door to door coming out of turn 2. Christopher keeping it off of them, and you can do that on these new tires, but I'm going to tell you what, you get about 15-20 laps on these tires, and it's a whole different story.
Well, that outside is not where you want to be going into 3 right here.
Yeah, it sure isn't. You know, it's that you're up on that high side, that low side is the fastest way around this track. And when you're up on that high side, you really can't get the power to go in these turns like you should on the low side, guys.
Caution's out.
Caution's out. Ooh, looks like
I see the 19 truck of Mike Vining turned around here. Oh, you lifted a little early to get into one and got run over from behind by, I believe, the 55 truck. You lifted really early.
Yeah, wow. That was like a really tough one right there. Stephen Hollingsworth, I believe that was, wasn't it? The 55?
Yeah, the 55, yes.
So, all right.
17 has, or the 19, I'm sorry, has massive damage to all 4 corners.
I guess. Wow.
right front of the 55 truck, bunch of damage on it. You'll probably need to go and get that fixed. That will affect you here, even though it is a shorter track. Downforce isn't a huge issue. You'll get really tight, especially in turn 3 if you don't have all your front end clean downforce.
Tommy Lee coming down pit road here. I don't know what's up with that. Coming all the way down pit road here, whether he's going to do just top off his tank, or maybe he might have wanted to make some steering adjustment or something.
Now, was that the 55 spot, Rudy?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I didn't see a car around them.
No, 19, he just stopped in the middle of the straightaway almost. I don't know, maybe something mechanically happened to him, but he slowed really bad just after start finish line. And at 55, I think he expected him to drive quite a bit further down into the corner, and he just got in the back of him. It was really a racing deal, just kind of one of those, I didn't expect you to stop, and I got in the back of you.
Got 10 far on that.
So Tommy Lee going clear back to the 14th spot here. Going to lose a lot of positions there after making that pit stop.
Yeah, he's going to be way back here. He's going to be probably, I don't know, 17th, 16th.
Well, that moved Sean Butler up one position there after Tommy pitted, so Sean Butler will be starting on the outside of Travis Townsend. Kevin O'Brien gets the wave by. I think Kevin had some, he might have had some admin duties there to do. That's why he got a lap down. So it'll get him caught back up, and but he will be restarting at the tail end of the field. Everybody will be on the same lap.
Looks like this early pit stop's going to drop the 33 of Thomas Lee back to around 14th position.
All right, so they'll be restarting Travis Townsend, Sean Butler, Christopher Perryman, Stephen Pearson, Thomas Brandon.
He's headed in again, Ed. Sorry to cut you off there, but Tommy Lee's headed in again.
Oh, what the heck's going on with his stuff?
Well, they just got the one to go.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
Wonder if he thought the racing up front was a little too intense too early, and he wants to get away from some of that.
You could, for this early in the run like that, you're probably right, Roger.
But isn't he?
Because he just drove right through.
Yeah.
And no, he wouldn't have got a black flag because he pitted on the first go through. It leaves the pits open when we come to one to go, but for everyone who didn't come in, it closes the pits with one to go.
All right. Well, that'll put him back at the tail end of the field then.
Maybe it's the safest place, Rudy.
Might be for right now. All right, Travis bringing him around here, Ed.
Well, let's see if Sean Butler's got something for Travis. Green, green, green. Let's go boogieing, guys. Let's go racing.
All right, Christopher Perryman getting a run on Stephen Pearson. Sean going to have to duck it in behind Travis, but looks like he wants to try the crossover maneuver, but didn't quite have enough grip coming off of 2 to make that happen. Going into 3, right on the bumper of Travis. And looks like for right now, he's going to have to settle in behind Travis. We'll have to keep an eye on those two if they're racing really hard right here now. And I'm sure Sean wants to get out there.
Caution is out.
Spinner in 2.
I think it was a 00 truck. Oh, it was a 69. He turned to the 00 truck. I didn't see the 69 sideways because he got back straight.
I can watch this.
Jared Akey got loose down the middle of turn 1 there.
Yeah, he did. He got really loose. Looked like he might have just drove it in a little bit too hard, and Bobby Craze just had nowhere to go to try to miss him. So, all right, well, they'll get her back out there, get her fixed up, get back out. He may not be too awful bad. He did take quite the shot in the driver's door, but might have knocked his toe out a little bit, but he is going to come down pit road now.
Yeah, we had just a little bit of contact right in behind that. Everybody trying to get woed up, and the 54 got into the door of the 14 right there of Stephen Hurst. They were both trying to get woed up, and Norris just got into the door of it. And now he's got a bunch of right front damage too.
Stephen Pearson on pit road. Looks like Jeremy Patterson, Dustin Lee, all these guys coming down pit road here and doing 4 tire changes. A lot of guys going to go back. Mike Ellis. Looks like Don King, Dustin Lee, a bunch of them going to go back a ways, but Jared Ake would be back a ways after he got that truck fixed up.
Jeremy Patterson was in there too, Ed.
They do have 1 reset.
Yeah, it's all about lifting off the throttle here, guys. You got to lift off that throttle. I mean, you get into that, turn 1 or turn 2 or turn 3 or turn 4. You got to get off that throttle. What happens is if you get on the throttle too quickly, the truck will come around. That's how you got to at least get 4 or 5 laps on these. I mean, you're starting out on this track and you're not heating those tires. Somebody's coming around.
And in that instance, going back to watch that replay, I'm not sure if it was because he drove it in deep or because he got in there and knew he did and jumped on the brakes and made that truck turn around like that. And if you jump on the brakes after the wheels are turned, especially here, the limited amount of grip you have, boy, the back end will hop out real quick on you.
Yeah, sure will, Roger. Yeah, I know. I noticed that when I was up there testing on this track tonight. If you get really hard on the brakes, the rear end will come around. Because what happens is the front brakes lock up, and that's where it goes. It just pulls. It just pulls right to the left real hard.
Well, they're running this fixed setup, and it has a bunch of front brake bias in it. If it was back about 3% more, it'd actually be really easy to trail brake, and you'd see these guys go quite a bit faster, maybe another tenth and a half faster, because you'd be able to lay on that brake pedal just a little, getting down into the corner, whereas the way it is now, you try to lay on that brake pedal, it just makes the nose get heavy and the rear end get real light, and it's just really hard to control these trucks. So you can't even get down to the middle and just pump the brakes real quick, or just when it gets ready to rotate, it'll just snap the back end on you.
Yeah, you got that right, Rog.
Hey, pardon me, guys. There's somebody in the chat room posting some stuff. Somebody needs to go in there and moderate it. They're hacking the chat booth. So
Hacking it?
They sure are.
yeah, get that guy out of there quick.
I don't know who it is. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything.
His name is Jeremiah or something. You need to knock that off, buddy. We're gonna boot you.
Ring, ring, ring. We're going racing.
And some of these guys that went in are going to be on a few lap pressure tires, and they're going to be coming fast, and the guys in front aren't going to be able to go. We might see some stack ups here.
Sean Butler right on.
Whoa, 3 wide there for a minute.
Yeah, I was just watching that.
Thomas Brander bidding on the inside of second place Sean Butler. Trying to get by Sean. He's got a run on him coming out of 2, and it looks like he may get enough of a bite going down the dog leg here. Going into 3. Well, let's see how he does here. Still 2 by 2 as they're coming down front stretch now. Brander going to go into turn 1 and does have pretty much the whole truck ahead of Sean. Sean's going to let him go and try to preserve that third spot.
Looks like we're fanning out pretty now, Roger and Rudy. It looks like they're just, taking it easy. Well, we're getting some double wide up there in the middle there.
Boy, Don King just got real sideways in turn 1 right there. Everybody stayed off of him. We got a gaggle of trucks back here around 10th, 11th, 12th. They are racing side by side, 3, 4 deep.
Yeah, I've been watching that, Roger. It's kind of scary up there in the middle.
Yeah, there is great battle going on back here. Michael D'Amico trying to stay ahead of Jeremy Patterson. Jeremy, pretty relentless driver. He is not going to get off of that back bumper. Looks like he may have a run going on Michael this time, going into 3. They almost touch.
32 truck having all kinds of trouble. He's been in the wall 3 times this last lap.
32?
Yes, sir. That's going to be Trevor Edwards. He's hit the wall on every corner of that last lap. And he put it in the turn 2 wall.
Oh, somebody's in the wall there.
Yeah, that's Trevor Edwards.
He's definitely struggling.
Oh, about the 32.
Yeah, he's used up the right side of that Chevy right there.
Rush hits the wall a little bit too.
Yeah, don't take long here, does it, guys?
It's just so easy to overdrive the exits here. You really have to have a lot of throttle control to be fast. You've got to be really smooth, and if you get in the gas too early, the nose heads for the wall. You got to put a little extra wheel in it, and it's either goes straight up and hits the wall, or it snaps loose right at the exit, and you got to jump on the brakes or jump off the gas. This is a tricky place to race.
Sean Butler gets back by Thomas Brander, moves back into the 2nd spot. Good job by them two. Good racing that them two are having. In the meantime, Travis is kind of pulling away a little bit. He's got here about a half a second.
Oh, Travis Edwards there hit the wall there. No yellow, right?
Not yet.
Okay, but he spun it around there and hit the wall there. He's back on the track.
Now, massive damage to the left rear corner of that truck. Looks like it's about a foot shorter now.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that makes it
He's
any
really
lighter.
struggling here.
I wonder if that makes it any lighter when it's shorter.
It'll definitely make it more fun to drive.
He should be driving the S10 tonight.
Yeah, he's mashed the left rear end. He must have backed it into the wall with the left rear corner. I didn't see that. I had moved up to watch that battle there around 10th, 11th, and 12th. This is a lot of cars here. Now they've singled it out to, single file, but man, they were racing each other really hard. It was some really good action. Kind of stretched out here a little, and it looks like this thing's kind of getting a green feel to it now.
Yeah, it's 24 laps into this 150 lapper.
Christopher Perryman tagged the wall coming off floor right there.
How's our leaders doing up there front, Rudy? I've been watching the middle and the back of the pack.
Sean's reeled in Travis. He's about 0.4 of a second behind Travis now, and working on him, trying to reel him in.
That battle for 6th here, Tommy Lee and Kevin Schofield are going at it. Oh, and Schofield gets really loose coming out of 4. He's going to give up that spot. He may give up 2nd spot here to Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth was a little bit loose coming into 1, if you've seen that. He pushed it just a little bit too hard into the turn, and he just tapped the brake to save it from taking out the number 20 of Kevin Schofield. So that was good racing by him. Good choice.
Leaders are going to be getting into traffic here in about the next 5 laps.
William Kirk, we ain't talked much about him today, running in the 5th spot here. He's doing quite well. I'm impressed. I know he wasn't feeling very good before the race there. He told me, he said he had a killer headache. And, but I don't know if we'll see him stick around for the whole race or not, but here he is running in the 5th spot. So good job by him.
I see Jeremy Patterson there running in the 9th spot there.
Yeah, you know, a few laps ago, Ed, he was part of that group from 9th to about 15th, and he's distanced himself. It's got to be a good second and a half from these guys now. As they all started to string out, he just kind of said, I got to get away from you guys. You're racing too hard.
He'll be there at the end.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he's letting it, you know, truck settle down. And here's another thing, you guys. You got to save the equipment here. You really do. I mean, the tire wear is awful here. So if you can slow that truck down and get, you know, like you were talking, Roger, getting it into these turns and letting off that gas just right, and let the truck roll into the turns, it'll be a lot better than getting hammered on that brake constantly.
Now this is another one of those rhythm tracks, and the driver that has a good rhythm and gets the feel early can get away from everybody. You know, Travis Townsend did that, and now, you know, Sean Butler seems to have found his rhythm, and he's running him back down. And they've distanced themselves pretty good ways from Thomas Brandner, Christopher Perryman, William Kurt.
Travis Edward there got in the pit, got 4 fresh tires full of Sunoco fuel there, and got his pit crew there, fixed a little bit of damage there on that rear of that truck. Man, he's back on the track.
I was just noticing here, guys, Dustin Lee had passed Don King. So Dustin Lee is up to that 10th position. And now he's working on trying to get caught up to Jeremy Patterson. He's about a second and a half behind him, but he's reeling them in.
The leaders have started to work a little bit of traffic here. They got by Stephen Hurst pretty good there. Now the 3rd place truck of Thomas Brander's working his way up on him. And just as quick as I had said that Sean Butler caught Travis Townsend, well, Travis drove away again.
It's like a repeat. That last track we got, I think, guys. Whoa, look at the 24.
Really
24 loose.
Really. A nice catch and a good job of everybody missing him.
Well, you had that sideways, both ways.
Wow.
They got to read the number on both doors of that truck coming down here.
Roger.
Wow. That was a good save. Oh, and right behind him, a couple places back, I believe that was
Schofield.
Schofield got pretty sideways coming out of that turn, too.
Tires are getting loose, guys.
But most of the guys out here got about 20, 25 laps on these tires. But there is a few that got less. Tommy Lee, he stopped there and got 4 fresh tires while everybody else stayed out. And here he is up running in the 6th spot. So get back up here to Sean. Sean's kind of falling back now to about 6/10 behind our leader, 7/10. So Travis starting to pull away a little bit again. 35 on lap 35 now out of 150. So they got a long ways to go here, guys.
We'll go Jeremy Patterson's going to pass Kevin Schofield. We're going to try to. He's rolling in that high side.
Looks like he might make that stick. Schofield's not going to give up too easily. He's fighting back going into turn 1 here on the low side. As they go door to door coming out of 2.
And one of them's got to give up here.
Pretty soon.
Well, usually in 1, the outside has the advantage, and in 3, the inside will have the advantage. But Jeremy's really making that outside work good all the way around here. That's what he
got it
needed
now.
was for him to get loose.
Schofield got really loose that time coming off of 4 and did lose that momentum that he had. So I'm sure he's probably cussing himself out for that right
Oh,
now.
we have the yellow, guys.
I believe that's going to be Mr. Edwards.
He said he had a tire go down.
Man, he got a little bit of help there.
Matthew Breckel tapped him, and oh yeah, Matthew Breckel tapped him, hit him really hard there, and put him into the wall, and he never really recovered from that. I don't think.
No, I don't believe he did either. It just tried to power out of it, and it didn't work out. And he tagged the inside wall really hard. The front end of that truck is destroyed.
Hey guys, there's another one destroying the chat box right now.
Well, I don't know why it's not working for me. I don't know. I can't do anything. I can't do anything for it, so. And you're the only...
I have to pull over, I will.
I don't... who?
I can't, I'm trying to watch the track, so I can't.
Here come all of our leaders down pit road for the first, most of them for the first time.
I believe this is Travis's first pit stop here. Sean Butler's first pit stop.
Maybe Christopher Perryman, Thomas Brandner, all of them on their first stop. Look at William Kirk. Yeah, well, William Kirk picked up about 3 spots on that pit stop.
Oh wow.
He come out second.
He sure did, man. Good pit.
So Jeremy Patterson's staying out.
Nope, he's going in.
He just, oh yeah, okay. Well, I thought he was going to stay out to lead a lap, but I'm not sure if it's going to score him as leading this lap here or not.
No.
It'll be Steve Hurst will lead that lap.
Yep.
Actually, Travis Townsend will lead that lap. Stephen Hurst is the end of the lead lap.
Right.
Oh,
He's
was the tail end.
Yep. Steve's probably staying out. He wanted to get his lap back or something there, but yeah, I don't know why this stupid chat box don't work for me. I don't know.
Because they hacked it. They hacked it. It's all screwed up. No one can chat. I'm gonna pull over, I guess.
How can he do that?
They got their ways. These guys aren't watchers. These guys aren't viewers that are doing it.
Okay. So we need to do something about that, right?
Yeah, somebody needs to be another. We need. Whoa! I almost hit somebody.
Don't hit nobody.
Oh, I'm gonna keep racing, guys. If sorry, I can't be over there right now.
All right, our pace lights are off. Pace car's in. Crank it up, boys. Let's go racing.
All right, William Kirk on the outside this time. Let's see if he's got anything for Travis. Travis gets a heck of a weight coming off of 2.
Whoa, William got a little loose there.
Yeah, him and Sean Butler go side by side. Thomas Brandner now sticking his nose in there, wanting a piece of the action. Trying to get up under William Kirk. I'm not sure he's got enough momentum to carry him through that. He's going to have to duck it in.
Whoa, somebody got hit. Somebody's in the wall. Go caution.
Wow, how is that not a caution?
Who was it?
Kevin Schofield. He clipped the wall, got hit from behind. think back of that truck, he might have the rear end knocked out of that truck completely. Oh, and then Kevin O'Brien gets him.
Oh, man. I think he was just stuck on the wall, couldn't get it off of the wall.
Here's your caution.
We have a yellow.
32 spun out in 3, trying to miss all that.
Dang.
That started a whole lap ago, though.
We'll go back and watch this. Watch Kevin Schofield come around here. And he just goes into the wall coming off of turn 2 by himself. And then Kevin O'Brien taps him in the rear. And then up ahead of him, the 32, trying to avoid all that, gets loose up coming off the grass and spins it out in front of him. And actually, that's what brought the caution out.
Yeah, the 32 spin and trying to avoid those two making contact is what brought the caution. But Schofield on the previous lap, he hit the wall coming off 4. He got run into by Steven Hollingsworth, I think, and Stephen Pearson. And it really shot him across the track in front of everybody, and he hit the inside wall. And I thought we'd have a caution there because he was completely sideways. And it took all the way around until he got hit the second time for us to get enough action on the track to get a caution. Flagman was being a little stingy there.
Hey, Rudy or Roger, you want to interview one of the drivers, man? You can head down the track side.
Let me open the mic here.
The drivers are all set for you.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so thankful.
Go ahead, Roger, if you want to interview one.
Interview is coming, guys.
Grab somebody here.
The bad part about it is using now, third of the way through the race.
Okay, guys, we're about to speak to one of you, so can we keep it here, thanks?
Travis Townsend, Roger Wagner up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Roger.
Hey, you look pretty strong out there
Are we
tonight.
still
How's the truck feeling?
Yes.
Yeah, take care of them.
Banning
Banning one at a time. Thanks for coming, guys.
I feel like it's going to kind of come to me as long to get this long run here in. I feel like the truck will really come to me.
Yeah, it looks like you've had a couple of challenges there. Sean challenged you a little bit, and then you kind of pulled away again when you guys got back into traffic. Is it real slick out there right now, or do you guys pretty much got a handle on this?
Yeah, it's a little slicker than what I anticipated with the temperatures being a little cooler. I thought there'd be more grip in this. So yeah, they were definitely sliding around a lot, and these tires, they get ate up pretty quick. Right, so thanks for some good racing, man.
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting up here. We're looking forward to seeing a little bit more. Maybe you guys can really step it up here, put on a great show, and we look forward to talking to you at the end of the race. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good job.
Well, you know, he said it. He said it right there. He said even though it's a lot cooler than it usually would be here, there's still not a whole lot of grip. This track is just not conducive to a bunch of grip, and the truck is a really loose chassis anyway. And so, for me personally, this is a perfect marriage. I love to slip and slide. Reminds me of racing on dirt. But for some guys, man, they just can't get that feel where you know when it's sliding right on the edge, but you know it's under control. And we're seeing a little bit of the slapping the wall and spinning it around here.
We're going to ride on board with William Kirk here and look ahead at and see what kind of a start here Travis gets. Him and Sean Butler. Sean on the outside, starting in second. Green.
Let's go boogieing, guys. Let's go racing.
Well, William was right up on Travis's bumper here.
Well, he gave him a bump, didn't he?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did. He said, "Hey, they're watching. Go faster."
Sean Butler goes back to the third spot.
Oh, we got
after
one on
that
the wall.
restart.
14 trucks. Steve
got a
Hurst
yellow.
got in the wall in 1 and 2, and that caused a big chain reaction back there. I caught it out of the corner of my eye.
Let's go back here to the far chase and we'll go watch an instant replay on this restart.
Now, he got out there on the wall in the 55 of Hollingsworth and Jared Akey were both trying to pass him, and Hollingsworth kind of cut down a little when Hurst moved and just turned into the door. I don't think he knew the 69 was there.
Oh man, yeah, that's too bad for them guys. Dang it.
Couldn't have happened to a better. I mean, sorry about your luck there, Akey.
I missed all that, Rudy, because it kept blinking out. I mean, Steve Hurst kept blinking out.
It didn't look like he got a very strong restart anyway, and he was kind of sliding back there, and I don't know if that was intentional, that he was way up on the outside, but he bumped that wall there, and after that it was just kind of a chain reaction. Everyone reacting to what he did.
All right, lap 50 they're taking here, guys, so we've still got 100 to go. And already coming up on, let's see here, this is caution number 5.
I think this is a little trickier than anybody anticipated.
And we've had no lead changes, guys. Travis has led every lap.
Had to put a bounty on him. Not to wreck him, just to pass him.
The Wheaties Chevy Silverado. I like William Kirk's truck there, Quaker State. That looks pretty nice. I think he said he painted that himself, Ed.
Oh, what a good job he did.
Yeah, that's nice looking paint job. We're gonna have to change his sponsor though. The sponsor that I have, not the same one that he's running.
Boy, the Jerry Akey, he's all tore up.
Yeah, he hit the inside wall on that last incident when the 14 got in the wall and the 55 swerved to avoid the 14. He hit the 69, knocked him into the inside wall. And I don't know, for some reason, the inside wall here seems to do a whole lot more damage than the outside wall.
We're on that, Roger. Now, on this Phoenix, don't they have that safe barrier wall here?
I believe it's only actually in the turns. Nowhere else on the track. On the straightaways, it's not there.
Right, okay.
And I do know going into one, you don't want to be rubbing the wall a little as you go off in that corner because there's a glitch right there, and it will pick your truck up and throw it about 400 feet in the air back into the infield.
Oh, wow.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go back green flag here, so Ed, get yourself ready.
Oh, I'm all ready. I'm watching them. I just noticed the 18 truck's all banged up too. We're in 5th spot.
That must have happened on the last restart. I didn't see it before that as I was looking at Ellis's truck.
Pace cars in, guys. Green, green, green. Let's go boogieing, guys. Let's go racing.
All right, William Kirk's still trying to hang up. Oh boy, he's really loose coming at it too. He's got Thomas Brandner right on his tail. Ooh, Thomas hits the wall and Sean slips it by on the inside. So Sean moves into the 3rd spot.
What are you doing, Ed? Trying to jinx my guy?
Mike Ellis now up to the 5th spot. So great job by Mike today getting it up here. Hopefully he can be up here when it comes time to get the win.
Well, Rudy said he was slipping by. Well, he didn't get to slip in.
Jeremy Patterson up under Donald King going for the 6th spot. And it looked like he had a pretty good run as Don got a little bit loose coming off of turn 4 that time. And not only that, the 21 there of Steve Pearson does manage to get by Don King as well. So good racing going on back in the pack here a little ways. Not much happening up there in the front because there's not much of a change going on. William Kirk now about 3/10, almost 4/10 behind Travis Townsend. I keep wanting to say Travis Brown. Sorry.
Oh, wow. A little control, a little contact there between the 62 and the 77, and that's still going on back through the field as they try to avoid the 77, and he got his momentum really broken in one down there.
Boy, D'Amico, like, wow, where'd the speed come from him, man?
Danny McCoon getting shuffled way back to the 14th on that.
I think he's going to come out worse than that, Rudy.
I'm looking at it on my live leaderboard, and that's what it shows here. Now the 55 looking on the inside of Danny McCoon. That's going to put him even back to 15th now. If 55 can get by Hollingsworth.
I wonder what's going on with Stockery. I mean, just wants to hang on the. He's got the high side rolling, but is that where he's comfortable? I wonder if he's comfortable on that high side.
Don't know. You know, everybody has their own driving styles, and maybe just having difficulty with it right at the moment.
Yeah, 10-4.
Oh, Michael Norris into the wall that time.
I've been kind of watching back here towards the back, and Matthew Breckel, I think he might be losing the wrestling match with his truck. He has been sideways 2 or 3 times going in.
Ooh, just spanked the wall.
I think the truck's winning.
It could be.
Bobby Craze comes up on him like a freight train going into turn 1.
That's 3 wide off turn 1,
almost 3 wide.
Mike Liney making a little power move around the outside of all those guys.
Now Christopher Perryman coming up under Robert Craze. Christopher Perryman, I think he stopped and got fresh tires. He was way back in the pack, and now here he is moving right up through the field. Sean Butler still hanging on to 3rd. Thomas Brander 4th. And Mike Ellis definitely hanging on in 5th spot. Jeremy Patterson coming up behind Mike Ellis here. Not far behind him. Jeremy Patterson running in the 6th spot. They did get by Don King there earlier, him and Steve Pearson. And they had a really good run. Don got a little bit squirrely on the outside and did get loose in turn 4, and they got right by him.
Yeah, since those 2 got by him, they kind of been in lockstep. Patterson and Pearson, they've just been running nose to tail there, trying to close down a little bit on Ellis, that group in front of them.
Yeah, and I don't know if they've got enough to get caught up to Ellis right now. They're about 0.7 of a second behind him. Right ahead of them, Thomas Brander now gets by William Kirk. Thomas Brander moves into the 3rd spot. And he's setting his sights on Sean Butler right ahead of him. And he's reeling them in. And Sean Butler's about a second behind Travis Townsend. I know it's not fair to Travis. He don't get a lot of camera time. So we'll give him a little bit.
That's kind of what you get for stinking up the show, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, the racing's going on behind him, you know. Nobody out there racing with him.
Oh, Robert Cray's really loose off forward. He's going to get a spot to the 19 truck of Mike Vining, who may well give it back into one. Now he holds on to it. He got loose getting down into one. Thought he was going to give that right back.
He's going to lose that position to Mike Vining.
Boy, that puzzled me about Mike Ellis there. Oh, he got so much damage on that tie rod. I just don't understand where.
Well, you
where
know
he got
what? If
into
you
it.
go back, Ed, and look at the front of the 51 truck, at one point they restarted nose to tail. You look at the front of that truck, the back end of the 18. I think they got together on the restart, checking up for some action in front of them, maybe.
Oh, that maybe happened. Yep.
Well,
I was just going through the field looking at the fronts of these trucks, see who all had damage, and I noticed the 51 suddenly has damage on the nose, and I don't know where it came from either.
Here you go.
Yeah, he does have quite a little bit on both corners.
Now you don't think that slows this truck down here at Phoenix, right? Because it's a short track, and it's not like we're
Spinner
on
on the
a big
back.
super speedway, right?
Stephen Hollingsworth just got into the outside wall in the kink.
Oh, he
Did
sure
not
did.
bring out the caution.
He's got it rolling again.
He
was turned way to the right.
He's going to lose about 6 positions on that. Going to put him clear back to the 21st position now.
Still got 22 trucks on the lead lap out of 23.
We've only had one that has left the server, and that was Trevor Edwards.
He had kind of a rough
Lee,
night.
and I think Michael D'Amico got into it.
D'Amico a little bit loose coming off the turn, and that's going to allow Michael Norris to come up on his tail. They're coming up on Don King really fast. Don stayed way low. Lets Michael D'Amico by. Oh, Michael Norris spins Don King.
Don had a bunch of rear end damage from an incident a little while ago. What those guys were talking about, I think what the 33 was talking about with Michael D'Amico was that he had gotten into the back of the 23 truck right before Michael got inside of him and caused a bunch of damage to the front of his truck. And I think Don was slow for the damage on the right rear, and I think that's how Michael Norris got into him.
Yeah, look like Michael Norris might have went to try to pass him on the inside like that, and a little bit of neck coating involved in that too.
I just noticed that the Thomas Lee got in the back of Don King there. We're talking about Roger. It looks like he got on the brakes a little bit too hard or something right here. Or something happened there. He almost got in the wall or something. And I heard Thomas Lee say, he told me he apologized to him and said, man, I didn't know what was going on there, but I got in the back of your truck.
All of our
I
leaders
think
coming
Don
down
got
pit road.
loose. Sorry, Ed. I think Don got loose coming off of 2 there. Before they got to the kink, Thomas had run down on him, and he didn't realize he was that far off the face and just got in the back and couldn't get slowed up.
Everybody coming down on pit road, guys. Travis Townsend and Sean Butler overshoots his pits. Oh man, that's going to be costly.
I'm looking at the front of that 54 truck right now, Michael Norris, and it is bent up both sides. It looks like maybe the toe might even be out of it a little bit.
All right, so a lot of trucks that were damaged here got fixed back up. And it looks like Mike Vining stayed out. We'll go back up here to him.
Yeah, he'll go in this time. There he goes. He's going to go in. I know better than that.
Well, guys, we got a new leader. Thomas Brandner beat Travis Townsend out of the pits. So
He sure is.
This could be a whole new thing here going on now because, you know, it's just like you said earlier there, Roger, about Thomas Brandner. He was your choice. Here he is up leading this race and ahead of Travis. And he may check out on the field. Travis might not be able to hang on to him. We're creeping up on the halfway mark here. They're going to probably take the halfway right after the green flag of this restart. Guys staying out here trying to get some laps back. Don King and Steve Hurst staying out to get some laps back. So this will put both of them right back up on the tail end of the lead lap. Oh, Steve Hurst coming down pit road. So it looks like Don King's going to be the only one. we'll have 22 trucks, I'm sorry, 21 trucks on the lead lap now, out of the 22 that are still running.
Hey guys, you look at Jared Akey's back of his truck. Looks like that back rear spoil looks like a snake.
But you know what? There ain't nobody out there that can drive a junk truck any better than him.
It could have 4 flat tires and he'd still be going around that track.
I know it.
Funny.
He's pretty nuts when it comes to driving these things, I'll tell you. Never seen anybody drive a hunk of junk like he can.
Looks like we're all formed up to restart here, guys.
Pace car's off. Green, green, green. Here we go. Thomas Brander blinking out. Looked like Travis got a really good restart. Trying to get back up here in front of Thomas to take over that lead again. Thomas pretty strong though on that inside. William Kirk now up underneath, right behind Thomas Brander. Travis coming to the line here. Travis looks like Travis is going to lead this lap. Thomas really pushing it. Wow, he was pushing bad coming off the 4.
Yeah, fresh skins on the bottom of that 83 truck right on the 24 right there.
Yep. Thomas led a couple laps out there, and him and Travis are the only ones that have led any laps here today. So at least he's got them valuable points for leading a lap.
That's right. I just watched the 51 truck get in the wall real hard off 4, racing for about 8th position there with Kevin Schofield. Boy, he messed up right side of that truck a little bit.
That may come to
on the long run.
Boy, they are.
They're running hard right there, aren't they?
I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to be in that pack of trucks.
Oh, it looks on the inside, but he's not going to hold that position.
51 does clear. Dustin Lee does clear Jeremy Patterson. Now Tommy Lee looking to clear Jeremy Patterson. Him and Jeremy go door to door. Wow. And all this happening right ahead of the MaxSpeedTV truck there, Michael D'Amico. He's not sure what to do. He's just sitting there waiting for these guys to make up their mind where they're going and what they're doing.
Oh, they sure are. I mean, you gotta gather this stuff up. They're really racing hard. They're chewing the heck out of these tires, racing that hard at the beginning of this race.
You got to get what you can get when the tires are fresh, because once the tires start to wear out a little bit, then you're just waiting for the other guy to make a mistake. You know, I'm noticing damage on the left rear corner is showing Butler's truck.
I wonder where you got that. You might have slammed the wall, maybe?
Well, let's find out.
Sean Butler, boy, his rear end's all tore up.
Yeah, he got run into down in turn 1 a couple laps ago by the 18 truck of Mike Ellis. Mike got in there just a little hotter than Sean did and got in the back of him a little bit.
And it looks like that cost Mike Ellis a couple of positions because he's fallen back to the 7th spot.
The 20 truck is Tevin Schofield, way off the pace, way up high in turn 3. He's got major damage to that truck, I think, in the steering.
He's trying to stay high and stay out of everybody's way, so yeah, I'm sure he's probably knocked the toe out on that truck.
He was in a battle a couple of laps ago, and he really hit the turn 3 wall hard, right at exit as you come up the front stretch. And I think he knocked the right front toe clear out of that truck.
Yeah, he looks like he's having trouble there steering it.
Definitely.
Hey, Rudy, how many resets do we have tonight? Do you know?
1.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure he's already used his.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has too.
Thomas Brander trying to stay on, at least in the grasp of the win here. They come around here to take lap 81. Just trying to stay in the grasp of it within striking distance of Travis Townsend.
Battle for fifth here. Stephen Pearson, Christopher Perryman, Mike Ellis all battling over the fifth spot.
Dustin Lee getting out of shape there. Just watching that. Tommy Lee getting by Dustin Lee. Not sure if there was contact there, but it looked like there might have been. Now Tommy Lee up here with Mike Ellis. On the inside of Mike Ellis. Good side-by-side battle going on here, coming off of turn 2. They're side-by-side, down the dog leg into turn 3. Still side-by-side. Oh, and Mike Ellis gets really loose going into the turn, but saves it. Gonna lose
Always a good save.
Losing a couple more positions. Michael D'Amico now coming up here on Mike Ellis.
He got way out of shape, and I think he had to take a breath for a second there. Now he's going to try to get his rhythm back. Yeah, it would have been a hold your breath moment going into 3. That sideways in front of all those trucks.
It's probably his heart was in his mouth there, Roger.
Sean Butler back up into 3rd as he got by William Kirk. Mike Ellis going clear back to the 10th position, guys. Wow.
Sliding backwards.
Yeah, he lost a ton on that slide. So, but one that I've been kind of watching here is Mike Vining. Mike Vining is moving up through the field here, guys. He's up to 12th. Started 24th, and here he is running in the 12th spot.
He's got damage all the way about across the back of his truck.
Well, it doesn't seem to be affecting his steering any, so that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, William D. Kurt's really loose. His car is really loose.
Oh yeah, he is really loose.
I see where he picked up the damage too now.
Hey, he just told the driver there. He told him to go by him. He says, "I can't steer this thing anymore. They won't let me steer it."
Yeah, Christopher Perryman right there on his back bumper. Now Tommy Lee challenging him. Tommy Lee gonna get by Christopher Perryman. So Tommy Lee moving up through the field here. He's up to the 6th spot now. If they come across the line, he's going to be 6th.
Sean Butler's taking over the 2nd position from Thomas Brandner.
Thomas starting to feel a little bit of that tire fall off, I think. And you know, Sean is a consistent driver, and you know, we talk about this every week. That he is so consistent. He will be there at the end, even if it's 2nd. I didn't bring up the points, guys, but I believe Sean Butler is our points leader. I'm pretty sure of it.
I'm kind of going back here through the field, looking at various trucks. And there's very few of these that don't have some kind of damage somewhere.
Stephen Pearson now up to 4th as he got by William Kirk. So William Kirk losing a lot of ground here. Next one here, Tommy Lee trying to reel in William Kirk. And that would be for the 5th position. Going back here, Dustin Lee working over the back bumper of Christopher Perryman. And Jeremy Patterson right there on Dustin Lee's bumper.
The battle for 10th back here between D'Amico and Ellis. Mike Vinings found his way into that battle.
Mike Ellis comes off the 2, trying to make a run on Michael D'Amico, but he's not going to be able to make it stick this time. Looks like D'Amico a little bit stronger in 3 and 4, but Ellis a little bit stronger in 1 and 2.
Well, Vining drove that in there really deep.
He sure did, and that cost him a little bit of momentum there because he was reeling in Mike Ellis there pretty good. But now he's taking a peek here if he can get up to him, take a peek on the inside of Mike Ellis. Now Mike Ellis taking a peek on the inside of Michael D'Amico, trying to get that position back. Just can't make it stick. Going into 1 and 2.
I like that side by side action right here. Nico and Mike Ellis.
Yeah, very good racing going on right here. And very respectful of each other, you know, and not pushing it too hard to slip up the hill. Because that's the kind of stuff that takes out, you know, good contenders, and they almost touched. Wow, that was close. We're not trying to make you nervous there, Michael. I know you're hearing us, but that was close. Oh, and Michael gets really loose that time, coming off of 2. And Mike Ellis gets by, and so does Mike Vining.
Yeah, that was a good save.
That was a good save. All right, let's get back up here because Sean Butler now right on the back bumper of Travis Townsend. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I think there was a lap car coming. I think that is slow up a little bit there.
Yeah, they clear Steve Hurst really good. Here goes Sean Butler. Now, Sean wants to get up there and lead a lap, I'm sure. At least lead 1 lap to get a point.
Christopher Perriman on the inside of Thomas Lee.
Boy, Travis
he made that
really
look easy
coming up off turn 4.
Well, let's ride along here with Sean and watch this battle. See Sean right on the back bumper here of Travis. They come around the dog leg coming into turn 3. And these two, you know, they've raced each other before, so they know how each other races. And Sean wanted to take a peek on the inside, but boy, he just don't have enough grip down there on that low side. Travis has got a lot of grip on that high side.
I think Butler is stronger through 1 and 2, and it gives him a great run to get him to this position he's in right here side by side. But Travis gets such a better run through 3 right there.
Yeah. All right, so going into turn 1. Okay, it looks like Sean does clear Travis now. So Sean out front here, wanting to lead this lap. Let's see if he can. Oh, and he gets loose.
That was short-lived.
Wow.
All that work.
Wow.
He stalked, set him up, made that pass to give it all up, getting loose off turn 2.
Man, oh man. You know, and Travis was right behind him, and Travis may have taken a little bit of air off of him.
That's what I looked at. To me, he took that air off his back spoiler there, and because his back spoiler's all messed up, and that little bit of wind, he probably got them all loosened up.
Travis a little wiggly coming off of 2 that time.
He sure was.
Well, looks like Stephen Pearson now moving up into the 3rd spot as he gets by Thomas Brandner.
Did he make that pass on the outside?
That's what it looked like. All right, let's go back here and check on Dustin Lee. Dustin Lee running in the 9th spot back here. They all clear going by the lap car of Steve Hurst. Steve, I'm showing him a couple laps down, but still out there battling. Jared Akey, we talked about him a lot today. He's running back here, last car on the lead lap in 20th, but he's got a lot of damage on that truck. Danny McCune, we ain't talked about him much. Just a couple times that he slipped up, but we'll talk good about him this time. Running back here in the 14th spot. Looks like he's having a pretty good day. Guys, you know, we're past the 100 lap mark, so we're down to 49 laps to go here, folks.
We're on the downhill slide now.
We got to spin in one or
Caution
two.
is out. Spin her up towards the front. Is that Brandner?
Thomas Brandner.
See, I knew you jinxed my guy.
He just barely taps the wall, so very little damage on that truck at all.
Nah, he spun out, getting down in there. Oh yeah, he went all the way around. Got loose going in. It looks like that down touched the nose on that apron and it just flipped the rear end, swapped ends on him.
Well, he lost a couple positions on that, but he's all the way back to 9th now. He lost about 5 positions on that spin.
That's all it takes, man. You get spun out, you're going backwards.
You know, he had the oldest tires out there running during that whole run.
Well, let's see if these guys come down pit road. They may come down pit road.
They'll all be down.
Yeah, and make this their last pit stop of the day here.
Our leader's going in.
We're about 35 or 36 lap run there. This could be it right here.
Could be. Travis coming to a stop, Tommy coming to a stop. Sean Butler did not slide through his pit stop that time. Everybody doing 4 tires. Looks like Travis is gonna head out first. Sean Butler second. Wow.
Boy, what a pit stop that William D. Kerr had come out in 4th spot.
Sean Butler had a 13.8 second pit stop. I believe him and Danny McCoon tied for the fastest pit stops. Oh, and Mike Ellis. All 3 of them had 13.8 second pit stops.
It was money stop time.
Oh, yeah.
Got to step up.
So Sean picked up a couple positions on that. No, he came out right where he
Kirk did.
Yeah.
William Kirk, I think, up a couple of spots there. Stephen Pearson came out right where he went in 3rd. William Kirk came all the way up to 4th. Perryman back to 5th. Tommy Lee back to 6th. I think Kirk was running 7th right there before the pit stops.
Hey, Rudy, our driver's waiting for an interview if you want to give him one.
Well, that'll work for me. Let's find a good one here, and let's go back here to Robert Craze and see how his day's going. Robert Craze, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Rudy.
Robert, how's the racing been for you out there today? You been keeping out of trouble?
I got collected on an early caution and started back in the back and worked my way back up to 10th. Seem to be doing all right, though.
Well, your truck looks pretty good right now. You know, we've seen a few cautions here today, but nothing really that we didn't expect. This track's a little bit of a tricky track here, but keep the fenders square on that thing, and hopefully that's the last time you guys will see pit road. Bring this thing home green the rest of the way, and good luck, buddy.
Yeah, 10-4 racing.
Okay, back to race chatter again. You're on this pace car's about to roll off.
Well, it looks like we're about to go green, boys. You think that's it? You think we're going to run the rest of this green, in about 45 laps here?
I don't know, boy. This is going to be a tough
I don't know.
one.
That's going to be tough with these tires. These tires wear off. These tires getting here. I don't know, man. It's going to be close.
Pace car's off.
Green, green, green. Let's go boogieing, guys. Let's go racing.
All right, Sean tries to hang right there with Travis. He's got a run coming off the 2. He got a good run going into 3. Sean wants to lead a lap.
Oh, I think he's going to get it this time, Rudy.
Looks like he is going to do the old slide job up in front of Travis and
Oh,
lead
look at
this
Travis
lap.
looking inside.
He got it. Sean led that lap, so wow, I think that's what he intended on doing. Now him and Travis side by side. Travis getting a little loose on that inside now. But William Kirk right there behind them too, trying to figure out which
Oh,
one.
18 turn to 21, get down to 3. That's a big wreck. That's got 6, 7, 8 trucks.
Cars everywhere. Oh my God, everything's smashed up.
Let's go back and watch.
Oh
this.
man, look at that 19 truck. Looks like an accordion.
Who started that one?
The 18 got into the back of the 21 getting into 3, and that just started a big chain reaction. There's 6, 7 trucks involved in this, maybe 8. Well, we were crashing a long time there.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yep. Jeremy Patterson collected into that. Oh my God, we got a major pile up here, guys. Wow.
Jeremy Patterson's truck is destroyed.
Oh my. Well, I don't think he's used a reset today. I don't know that for sure, but looks like he is trying to get that thing down pit road. He is really tore up bad.
Yeah, Michael Norris, he's had to put it in the hauler the best they can. They're done. That truck blew up.
Wow. Well, let's see.
I think Mike Vining's done. Michael D'Amico's done.
Let's see if Jeremy's got a reset left here. Not sure. He may have, because he's planning on heading out of here. Nope, no reset, boys. He's gonna have to sit there and get it fixed up. Doggone it. Well, that's unfortunate for a lot of these guys that were up front here. Travis Townsend gonna stay up front though.
Well, Thomas Brandner's in here, but I don't think he got into that wreck. I think he missed. I think he might be in here trying to get some of his damage fixed. But he's still sitting on the pit road.
Yeah, Stephen Pearson, he's just now leaving. Thomas Brander just leaving now.
Danny McCune, he's all tore up. He was in that.
I'm amazed you look at Steve Hurst's trucks. It looks like brand new still.
Matt Breckles got damage still. Kevin O'Brien's got front end damage.
Kevin O'Brien going to be restarting from the 13th position as he comes off a pit road now. Or 12th position, excuse me. He'll be restarting 12th.
Hey, Rudy, who was your pick tonight?
My pick?
Yeah.
Sean Butler.
Okay.
Yeah, what about you, Ed? I can't remember your pick. I know you jinxed mine.
He said
Yeah, Travis.
Travis,
Yeah, my man's leading the race.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's one of them bandwagon fans.
I got you. See, he had to jinx my guy, though, to get him to not finish.
All right, Dustin Lee back here running in, going to be restarting 10th. Right beside Don King. Don King got a little bit of damage on the truck, but not much. The 55, the one I was looking at there, he's got Hollingsworth. He's got a little bit of nose damage.
Yeah, he's been in a couple of scrapes tonight, so he used his reset, and he's just kind of having to deal with the damage that he's got now. It's thin the field pretty much here, guys. We're pretty thin now.
Pace cars in. Crank it up. Let's go green. Let's go racing.
Sean trying to hang with Travis on that high side, but oh, big Christopher Perryman almost gives Sean a shot in the back, but he saves it. William Kirk on the inside of Sean Butler now looking to take over that position. Sean pretty strong on that high side, though. I think he's figured out a little bit of a line up there. He sees Travis doing it, and he's saying, hey, if it works for him, why not for me?
Yeah, it looks like it's like in the middle of the turns that he's getting up in there. You notice that, Rudy? Like in the middle?
Tommy Lee coming up through now right on the back bumper of William Kirk. Wanting to clear both of these guys. William Kirk dives it in there.
Ooh, really loose getting into 3 right there.
Wow, he drove it in really hard. Tommy Lee checked up on that because he thought, oh boy, I'm not going to get caught up in that one. Mike Ellis now back up to the 6th spot. Mike Ellis having a good day out here today. This time by, guys, we're going to have 35 laps to go here.
Cranking them down quick.
Sean Butler now half a second behind Travis. Travis seems to be pretty good on fresh tires, and it seems like Sean reels them in after they got a few laps on them. You notice that?
Yeah, I did. I see Christopher Perryman there. Got to come into that wall there. Scraped the wall just a little bit. Got a little loose.
Doesn't seem to have affected him any, though.
No, William D. Kirk's right out of his butt.
Yeah, he cleared William Kirk for that position, so yeah, Christopher moved into the 3rd spot.
Oh, Thomas Lee right on the back bumper of William D. Kirk.
Those two battling. They've been battling for a few laps now. Tommy Lee's been trying to get by William Kirk and Christopher Perryman.
You got to look now.
Yeah.
We got to make a hold.
William powered it into turn 3 a little bit too hard and opened that door up for Tommy to get in there.
Looks like you have it.
Tommy Lee moves up into the 5th spot. 4th spot, excuse me. Butler now 7/10 of a second behind Travis Townsend. Why do I keep say that?
I don't know.
Travis now has led 115 laps out of the 119, guys.
Well, if you pay him, Rudy, maybe he'll let you change his name to Brown.
No, there's already a Travis Brown. Okay. He's just in another group I broadcast for, so I get them too confused. Sorry about that, Travis and Travis.
There's just not a whole lot. Everybody's just kind of, I think, feeling this out, wait until the very end here, but right now it just looks like Townsend's kind of got everybody covered.
Yeah, he definitely is strong. We watched him, I don't remember, was it last week or the week before? It had to have been the week before, I think, a couple weeks ago. I believe it was here in the B car, and he just dominated the field. So,
well, he only a couple weeks ago he was really dominant in that race at Montague too.
Yeah,
in the trucks.
Boy, Akey's all over the track there. I don't know what's going on. His steering must be messed up because he keeps slamming the wall.
Dustin Lee getting by Stephen Hollingsworth, so Dustin moving into the 7th
spot. 18's in the wall.
Oh, they touched the 18's in the wall.
Wow, and I didn't even see any contact there.
Yeah, when the 51 took it down in there, he drifted and just barely touched the left rear corner on that 18 truck.
Let's go back here and take a look at this in slow-mo. I didn't even see any contact, but that doesn't mean there wasn't any.
Yep, the 51 just nicked the rear end of the 18 there and spun him around.
Just barely touched him, and when he tried to correct it, it overcorrected really quick on him.
Okay, I see Dustin. Okay, I see now. Dustin powered it in there just a little too hard, and oh, you're right, he just barely touched him. I mean, wow, I wouldn't even have called that a touch.
That was a whisper.
Oh, man.
That was a whisper.
Wow, that's too bad for Mike Ellis. Doggone it. I hate it for him.
Well, all the leaders are on pit road, guys.
Mike, you make your last stand. Get some new tires and let's roll.
Yep.
You get out of the pit here first. Ooh.
Tommy Lee having to back up. Ooh,
Well, you sure did. Boy, that cost you.
Thomas Brander completely missed his pit.
Looks like Christopher Perryman coming out third behind Sean Butler. Who's our leader? It looks like Kevin O'Brien.
Still
gonna stay
Townsend.
out. Kevin O'Brien wanting to maybe lead a lap here, not sure. He may come down pit road by himself. And he does. He comes down pit road. So that's going to relinquish it back to Travis Townsend. All right, well, we're going to probably have about 25 to go when they get the green flag here, guys, and hopefully they can manage 25 laps here under green. We've seen that, what was it, like 36 or 38 laps, or 36 laps under green earlier, and they did real well. Looking at this here real quick here, we've had 9 cautions so far. It's a little extreme, but 4 different lead changes. Travis Townsend's led, Sean Butler's led, Thomas Brander's led 2 laps, and let's see who the other leader was.
The hell, I can't even remember.
I don't see any other leader. Oh, okay, there'd only be 3 leads. You're right. I'll get it right. 4 lead changes, but we've had 3 leaders.
Correct.
Travis Townsend has led 121 laps. John Butler's led 1, and Thomas Brander's led 2. All right, the lights are off on the pace car, Ed, and we're going to go back to green flag racing coming around here, buddy. It's going to be 25 laps to go here.
13 cars on the lead lap.
Well, let's see if Sean can get a good restart this time.
Pace car ducks in. Green, green, green. Let's go boogieing, guys. Let's go racing.
Travis is so good on that throttle on them restarts. I'm telling you what, he's got that time perfect.
Ooh, Sean Butler does duck behind him. William D. Curtin gets up the side, almost touches the wall there, trying to get that 3rd spot.
Tommy Lee now not far behind them too, trying to get a run on William Kirk, also following Christopher Perryman.
Oh, Robert Crace had his hands full a second ago in 3.
And Tommy Lee right there in the 5th position. And it looks like he's got a run on William Kirk as well. Coming
Boy,
down the
Perryman got a
backstretch.
little loose there, didn't he, Rudy?
Oh man, I guess he did. William is driving the wheels off of that thing right now to try to stay in the position he's at. He's probably driving like I'd be driving right now. Not safely, just trying to stay where I'm at.
Yeah, burn the tires up.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Dustin Lee riding right there in the 6th spot. Waiting to see what these guys are going to do up here.
It's good to see Donald King. We don't talk about much him, boy. He's running in the 7th spot there, just hanging on to that truck tonight, Rudy.
He sure is. He's doing a great job out there. Yeah, we haven't really talked too much about Don tonight. You know, he got caught up in a couple little messes there, but boy, his truck seems to be looking a lot better than it did earlier, and running pretty good.
Yeah, it sure is.
Well, Dustin Lee is making a power move to the outside of Tommy Lee.
Be careful here. You know how these air comes off these trucks, boy. You can get a little loose.
Ooh, make it stick this time, though.
Oh, you sure can.
Christopher Perryman in the third spot here, followed by William Kirk in fourth. But let's go up here and check on Sean Butler. Not far behind Travis. He's caught back up to him a little bit. As like we were saying earlier there, guys, Travis seems to be good, on fresh tires, but Sean's a little bit better.
Dustin Lee back on the apron there, boy. I thought he was going to lose it.
Sean's just a little bit better on older tires, and he seems to be able to reel Travis in. "20 laps to go here, guys. 19 now. So we're clicking them down.
Crank it up, Rudy.
I think what we need to do here is we need to go back here and ride along with somebody. Let's go back here to Thomas Brandner and ride along with Thomas and see how things are running for him. I believe that was your pick, wasn't it, Roger?
Yeah, and it jinxed it. I'm going to stick to that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well, we've had a couple more guys take their trucks behind pit wall, guys. Michael Norris, Michael D'Amico, Jeremy Patterson, Steve Pearson, and Mike Ellis. So right now we've got 16 trucks in the race. 13 of them on the lead lap. Steve Hurst is the last one on the lead lap. And it looks like Thomas Brandner gets by the lap car of Danny McCoon. And clears him really good. Good job by these guys.
Robert Cray's taking 11th spot away from Jared Akey right there.
Jared Akey going back to the 12th position now. Ooh, Robert was a little loose coming off the turn that time, but managed to hold on to it. And look at Rush running there in the 12th spot, Ed, with that hunk of junk truck.
Yeah, I know, I've been watching. He's slipping and sliding all over, but try to keep her going.
William Kirk under fire for 4th from Tommy Lee. Boy, he got loose right there, and he kept it off of him. That was just a little bit of good driving right there by Thomas Lee.
Yeah, he's right there on his back bumper. And, you know, we talked about that taking the air off. And, boy, I'll tell you, Tommy's close enough that he could be taking the air off of him.
He's getting down into the center of 3 way better than the 9 truck is right now. But he just doesn't have the drive at exit to clear that spot.
Well, I was going to go back here and take a look at Jared Akey's truck, because everybody can see the damage that's on that hunk of junk. And he's still driving around here in 12th position, folks. Only 12 seconds behind the leader. So, turning some great laps. All right, back up here to our leader, Travis Townsend. Still doing a great job. Sean Butler trying to hang on to him. About 3/4 of a second behind him. But I think we're going to start seeing this a little bit of fall off here. Coming to 12 laps to go. Coming to 11 to go this time, guys.
Butler's just a tick faster that last lap. I think he gave it all back in one by touching the apron right there.
Travis is going to start feeling the crunch here pretty quick, I think, and I think we're going to start seeing Sean start reeling them in. Sean's one of these type of guys. When it comes down to under 10 to go, that's when he starts making his move.
Well, they're at 10 to go right now, so we're going to see if he starts to squeeze that down on him a little bit. This was about the time we started seeing him catch back up, too.
Yeah.
On the previous runs was here about 15 laps in.
If he can do it, now's the time when he's going to start reeling them in and to do it, you know. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him really close. William Kirk back here, and boy, and I'll tell you what, quite the battle going on here. Tommy Lee and Dustin Lee, and then the 55 of Stallingsworth into the mix of it as he tries to make a run on the outside of Dustin Lee. I'll get these Lees straight.
Yeah, they do got a battle. All four of these guys do.
Yeah, they've got a great battle going on here between them. Man, I'm telling you what, Dustin Lee right in the mix of that. He's got a little bit of damage on the right front corner and the right rear corner, from what I can see, but it doesn't seem to be affecting his performance at all. I just hope this thing finishes under green. We don't see like a last lap caution. Guys, I know. Hollingsworth trying to work over the back bumper of Dustin Lee again. Dustin drives it in there hard, slides it into 3. And Hollingsworth right on his bumper. Now sticks his nose out there going into turn 1. Looks like he may have a run on Dustin Lee this time.
I don't know if we can make it stick there. But Dustin Lee's got a good run coming up that high side. Ooh, rubs the wall a little bit. Oh, almost comes down into the 55.
Dustin hits the wall and comes down into him. Oh, and Dustin hits the wall again.
Oh, he's really loose now.
Oh,
well, that really upsets the truck when you bump the wall right as you turn in. That's exactly what he did.
He had to back it way down there to save that. Well, right now, this is the best battle on the track.
It's the only battle, I think.
Yeah. Looks like Hollingsworth may have to back it out a little bit and get them tires cooled off. Try to make a run on them here, coming to 5 to go, folks.
Coming down to 5 to go here.
Dustin Lee maintaining the 6th spot, but Hollingsworth wanting it from him. And man, I'm telling you, he's trying everything he can to get up there and mix it up with Dustin Lee again.
Well, Tommy Lee's starting to put the pressure down on William Kirk here. He's really going after him for that 3rd spot.
And boy, and it looks like it might be working. They come down the front stretch 3 wide. Look at that.
And I apologize, that's for 4th place, not 3rd place.
William Kirk hanging on to it. Seems like his tires are getting a little bit more grip out of them now as they've gotten warmed up. Sean Butler now falling. He has fallen back a 2nd behind our leader. And he's coming up on the lap car of Steve Hurst. Steve probably going to stay way low and let Sean go by on the high side, and he does. Knows that he's battling with the leader, so all right, good job. Sean now up to 9/10 behind our leader, coming to 2 to go this time by. This is getting exciting now, guys. What's going on? Any good battles that we need to be?
Everything has kind of evened out. The guys have used up their last-ditch efforts, and I think we're going to see them finish exactly the way we're seeing them run right now, barring any catastrophe.
All right, Travis Townsend taking the white flag this time.
Oh, boy. The 55 still battling with the 51, man. It's awesome.
2 more
turns.
turns.
The 51 got a little loose there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, Raj.
2 more turns for Travis Townsend. And as long as he can hold it straight, going to bring home the win here tonight at Phoenix. Been a long one, guys, but he did a great job staying out front here. And congratulations to Travis Townsend. Good job. Sean Butler in second. Christopher Perryman going to finish third. William Kirk going to be finishing fourth.
Thomas Lee there finished in 5th spot. Dustin Lee in 6th.
That was a good battle right there with Dustin Lee and Stephen Hollingsworth right up to the end of that race.
Oh, that was awesome.
Well, let me know when the mic's clear, guys, and we'll see if we can get down there and get a word in with these guys.
Mike is clear.
Interviews, guys.
Travis Townsend, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Wow, you just totally dominated here tonight, buddy. You led 147 laps. And, man, I'm telling you what, you put on a great show out there. You had a few challenges, and it looked like Sean may have been able to reel you in. And you seem to be strong on new tires, but he could reel you in as you got some older tires on there. But tell us a little bit about your racing tonight.
That was one of the toughest races I've ever ran. Definitely hats off to Sean. That race was nothing like how the score sheet indicates there. He was definitely reeling me in once I get 20 or 30 laps on my tires. I was trying to save a little bit, with this track, keep the tires up so much, but he was catching me pretty quick there. It seemed like he kept getting stuck back in traffic, so I was kind of worried about coming down the stretch, but I had to step it up there at the end, had just enough to stay ahead of him.
Well, you did a great job with it, and yeah, we watched that several times. Sean he could really reel you in once you got some, laps on them tires. But, you had new enough tires you could stay out ahead of him, and you even put a little bit of a distance on him. You got him by about 1.2 seconds, I believe. So, but great job, Travis. Congratulations on your win here tonight.
Thank you, Rudy.
To you, Ed.
Yeah, okay, Rudy. Next interview, Sean Butler.
Oh, you want to do, okay.
Is that how we doing it still, or?
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Sean, get Sean. Then we'll let Roger
Hey.
do Christopher.
Hey, Sean Butler, you got a copy? This is Ed.
What did you
Sean
do?
Butler, you have a copy.
Ed, you're on the admin channel.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Sean Butler, you got a copy?
I got you, Ed.
Okay, I saw the wrong channel. So sorry about that. Hey, congratulations, man, on a second place here at Phoenix, man. What a track. Really, really slippery. I noticed you guys are slipping and sliding out there. Your fresh tires were all right. You were getting up there with Travis there, and I see you got at least what, you led a couple laps, I think it did. That was awesome watching at least get a couple laps and to lead that race. I know it was very difficult to get by Travis. You looked like he had a dominant truck tonight. But all in all, you did pull off a second place here, Sean. And how was your truck, and how was the track to you tonight?
It was definitely a little loose. I was definitely not as good on fresh tires as Travis. I did not want to see that last caution come out. And I knew I just wasn't going to have anything for him. I tried as best I could on that last restart, and he just kept inching away. And finally I just started just running. I was like, yeah, I ain't going to catch him. So, but pretty happy overall. I got a little behind on my pit stops, missed the pit, and recovered from that. And like I said, led a lap. Just wish we had more green flag runs here, because that's what I practiced for, because I thought we'd get some longer ones, and definitely had the fast truck on the long run. Just couldn't do anything with it tonight.
Yeah, 10-4 on that, Sean. I noticed that once your tire, when Travis' tire was wearing down, it looks like you were catching him, because you looked like you could run on older tires than he could. That's what we're looking for, but the caution came out.
we didn't. I mean, not the caution came out, but it was a good finish anyways, and it wasn't been longer. You probably would have caught him anyways, but caution comes out, things happen, Sean, and nothing we can do about that at Phoenix. You know, it's a tough track as it is. Do you want to give a wave out and a thank you to anybody tonight?
Oh, just good job to Travis. Congrats on the win, and just thank you guys again for putting on these races. They're a lot of fun, and looking forward to next week. And had a great points day. I know Dustin finished like 6th, so I pulled out a little bit, and unfortunately Jeremy had another bad night, so we'll say it's going to come down to the two of us here.
10-4 on that there. Well, congratulations to Travis and Sean Butler there, first and second. Roger, you want to interview Christopher Perryman?
Yeah, let's see if we can get Christopher Perryman, Roger Wagner, MaxSpeedTV. You got a copy?
I got you, Raj.
Hey, man, first off, congratulations on that finish tonight, 3rd place. I saw you go way to the back, saw you come up to the front. Did you think you had a top 3, top 2 car there, or did you catch a little break? Tell us about your night a little bit.
I definitely figured that I'd have a top 5 truck. I was trying to play some fuel strategy in the very beginning right there, and we ended up having too many cautions to be able to do that. We had took 2 tires and got some truck position and had a real long green flag and made my way up through the pack and had the 24 spin right in front of me, had to dodge that. That was kind of exciting for the night. All in all, it was real fun. It was probably one of the toughest races of the season.
Yeah, with this, with the truck and the chassis being as loose as it is in this track, it really doesn't even have a whole lot of grip in it regularly. It was real cold here today. I thought we'd see a lot more grip, see a little more passing. It just never materializes. Is that kind of how you felt out there running around?
If you could trust that truck on the bottom, it's not hard to try and make a little bit of a pass on the top because the bottom is quite a bit looser. But when your truck's really free on the bottom, you're not really comfortable trying to do that. So, it's really a game of roulette as if you're willing to take that chance or not.
Yeah, we saw you make a couple of passes on the outside. Well, Matt, congratulations on that 3rd place finish. Is anybody you need to throw a thank you to, or anybody you want to say hey to?
I'd like to thank all of my friends and family that support me racing, and I thank Maximum Speed Racing for putting on these events. They're a really great group of guys, and it's really fun racing with everybody.
All right, man. Look forward to seeing you running next week. Congratulations again. Rudy, back to you.
All right, guys. Well, let's do a quick rundown here on and see where the finishing order, the final finishing order was. Whoops, I got the wrong one here. I'll get it. Travis Townsend, of course, our winner. Sean Butler finishing 2nd there, 1.2 seconds behind him. Tried, but just couldn't quite make it. Christopher Perryman 3rd. William Kirk finishing 4th. Tommy Lee 5th. Dustin Lee 6th. Stephen Hollingsworth finishing 7th. Donald King 8th. Good run by Don tonight. Kevin O'Brien 9th. That's a great finish for Kevin, especially with all the admin duties he's doing out there. Him and Dustin Lee and I know that takes a lot out of them guys, and it's hard for them to have fun out there racing when they've got admin duties, but they do such a superb job. Big shout out to both of them guys for doing what they do, and thank you to both of them. Thomas Brandner rounding out the top 10. Robert Craze 11th. Jared Akey finishing 12th. Steve Hurst 13th. Danny McCoon 14th. Kevin Schofield 15th. Matthew Breckel 16th. Mike Ellis finishing 17th. Stephen Pearson 18th. Jeremy Patterson, tough night for Jeremy, finishing in the 19th spot. Michael D'Amico 20th. Mike Vining 21st. Michael Norris 22nd. And Trevor Edwards finishing in the last spot. So anyhow, any last minute words on this race, Ed?
Yeah, we have a lot to say about Phoenix. I just want to congratulate all these guys that run here tonight, Rudy. It was an awesome race. Yeah, we had some incidents. We had a few cautions, but all in all, you're talking about a short track. You're at Phoenix. And I actually enjoyed it, watching the race and as commentating this race. I'd like to go to Phoenix. I've been here a couple times. Well, I used to live out in Phoenix anyways. Well, out in Mesa. I think it's a great track. It's one of my favorite tracks. If you ever go out there, it's a really fun track to watch. It's a really fun track to even drive it if you get a handle on the track. If you don't got a handle, it can be a handful. All in all, Rudy, great race. Great commentating from you and Roger tonight, and I had fun in the booth. Thank you, Rudy, again.
All right, Roger.
We talked about it early. The guy that could get in a rhythm and find that rhythm and stay with it, those drivers would be the guys that kind of dominated this race. Travis Townsend. I don't know what else you can say about that guy. He runs up front every week, and tonight he absolutely dominated this field. Sean Butler made a couple of runs at him. It just never came to fruition for him, and he ends up second. Christopher Perriman come all the way up to third, and I seen him way at the back a couple of times early in the race. When you find that rhythm, it pays off for you. In these drivers' tracks like this, that's what you're going to see every time. It was a great race. It was fun to watch. We had a couple of really good green flag runs. Got to see the end run all the way up to green. Amazing job by all these guys, as usual. I'm looking forward to seeing them all next week, see if somebody can knock Townsend off the top spot.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up for this week, guys. Let's see. Now, next week, I believe we go to Atlanta. We will take to they're kind of high banks at Atlanta. We'll be doing 100 laps at Atlanta next week. So, but thanks for all you viewers that tuned in tonight. Really enjoyed having you guys in there. That was pretty awesome. But check us out at MaxSpeedTV.com for our full schedule of broadcasting, because we do broadcast 6 nights a week. Saturday night's the only night we don't broadcast right now, and that's because I race. I get to race. Also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. And of course, click that follow button right underneath the viewing screen here and follow us at Twitch. We'd like to have our followers, of course. And down underneath the viewing screen, if you scroll down further, you'll also find our YouTube channel where you can go watch all the YouTube videos after I get them uploaded to YouTube. Now, if you give me just a few minutes, I will have this highlighted so you can go back and watch this in its entirety if you want to, and I will be uploading it to YouTube. If you think about joining the racing here with us, you can go to MaximumSpeedRacing.com/site and check out all the stuff there, the schedule, the points, everything's there for you. That link is also down under the viewing screen. If you're thinking about joining, go to iRacing and look for the Maximum Speed Racing League in the league directory and send us an application. And but that should wrap it up for this week, and until next week, we'll see you at Atlanta.